Hey guys, so this is my first workout at this new gym. As you can see, just getting warmed up. It just happened to be back day, so I started off with these straight bar rows where I used a sort of a wider grip, and I actually went pretty heavy. And this here I'm still warming up a bit, but I'm just working up with the weight. But I actually forgot my weightlifting belt, so just to point that out, I usually wear a weightlifting belt, and it was actually a little bit thoughtless of me to go in there with no weightlifting belt, because I've had lower back pains before from doing rows and these sorts of things where I've hurt my lower back. So usually I do use a weightlifting belt. This set here I went pretty heavy. I believe it was like 86 kilos plates, or I went up to I think 93 kilo plates, which is pretty heavy. So I don't usually go that heavy. I usually like to feel it with the muscle a bit more, but I just went all in here. And this is a new gym. So the last gym I was a member of was actually called Revo, and now this gym here is called Snap. So I like this gym a lot more because, I mean, you could say it's slightly smaller than Revo, but Revo was a good price. They didn't charge you for the gym key or anything like that, or the joining fee or any of that nonsense. They just charged you a weekly price, which was $9.45, I believe, or something like that, AUD, Australian dollar, which was pretty cheap, really cheap. But it was very, showing you the time there, 6:30 p.m. usually like the time I train. And so it was a super busy gym, and I just couldn't do these sorts of videos in that gym. It's just way too busy. So anyway, here we go. I'll get back to the exercises right now. So I'm doing these single arm dumbbell rows. Here I'm also going pretty heavy. Just really focusing on getting a really good contraction here and getting a nice little stretch at the bottom. Still using that mind to muscle connection, but just really attacking those lats and just trying to keep that good posture going while I'm doing these rows. I also usually don't go this heavy. As I said, I usually like to feel it with the muscle a bit more, which means I have to go a bit lighter and use a bit more time and attention, but it's really good to go a bit heavy sometimes. It sort of depends how you feel. I guess this day I was feeling pretty strong, so sometimes I like to mix it up a bit like that. So as you can see here, I'm doing these lat pull downs with the overhand grip. I don't use straps, but I've actually been thinking lately about buying some straps, just because I feel like when you do a lot of heavy rows and lifting, especially on back day, your forearms and your hand grips kind of start to give out after a while, and it becomes hard to hold that weight, especially towards the end of the workout. So those pull downs are really good. I probably did about 3 sets there, and now I'm heading on to these V-bar rows. These are really effective for the mid-back and the lats, giving the lats a nice stretch there, and dragging my elbows back and contracting my back, really feeling that squeeze, and of course, getting a nice stretch there is really important. Of course, as I said, I'd rather have worn a weightlifting belt doing this, and now here we go, moving on to these machine rows. I did quite a few different exercises in this workout. I think it was just because I was also trying to I was looking around this new gym, and I was seeing a lot of new equipment that they didn't have in the other gym, and of course it was fairly empty. This gym isn't as busy, so I was able to work my way around the gym and use a lot of different equipment, really utilize all the equipment and machines they have in this gym. So I had a pretty good back day, a lot of variation, and this machine is really good, and just using that hammer grip there dragging back that elbow and squeezing the lats, giving it a nice stretch. I was doing single arm because it just feels better focusing on one side at a time. And here I'm going straight onto the underhand grip pull downs. These are super effective. I love doing these. I just feel that huge pump every time I do them. So I'm dragging down the elbows, focusing on pulling with the lats. I'm trying not to pull with the biceps. It's kind of easy for the biceps to take over with this exercise, but I was just trying to keep focus on the lats at all times. And here I'm moving on to these straight bar pull downs here, and I really make sure I squeeze at the bottom to target those lower lats. So that's going to bring out more definition there. I went pretty heavy here. This whole workout was feeling pretty strong. I ended up going quite heavy. But yeah, these are really effective. Sometimes they use the rope as well, but I like to switch it up. And this is the final exercise here. These hyperextensions and using the barbell. Again, going quite heavy. But you don't need to go too heavy on this exercise, and of course it's pretty smart that you don't. I never wear my weightlifting belt doing this exercise, because as you can see I'm mainly just bending my lower back, but I'm actually lifting with my lower back. I'm not just thinking about bending it. There's a certain way I bend my back in order to make that exercise effective. So if you guys enjoyed this video, be sure to like and subscribe, and stay tuned for more.